From Indiana's news leader, this is Channel 13 Eyewitness News at 6 o'clock.
Hurricane Dennis slams into Florida, making landfall with damaging winds and waves. We have live coverage from reporters who witnessed it firsthand.
The Brickyard 400 is approaching, but first, NASCAR racing at Chicagoland Speedway. I'm Eric Waxler. You just saw the race here on Channel 13, but coming up, more live post-race coverage from the track.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rhori Johnston. Well, history repeats itself along the Florida Panhandle. Just 10 months after Hurricane Ivan devastated the area, Hurricane Dennis slams ashore. The brunt of it hit around 2 o'clock our time, the eye near Pensacola Beach. When it hit, it was a Category 3 storm with winds up to 135 miles per hour. NBC's Bob Keeling was there as it made landfall.
Category 3 Dennis spun ashore on Pensacola Bay and unleashed a fury you could only describe as awe-inspiring. Dennis treated this big aluminum motel sign like a punching bag, scoring a knockout as the western eye wall passed through Escambia Bay. Governor Jeb Bush is reassuring storm-weary Floridians that help is coming again.
Know that within 24 hours, there's a whole lot of people, really professional, dedicated people, that are going to be there to provide support, less than 24 hours.
And judging from the roaring tempest that Pensacola experienced, residents here are going to need that help. There's a curfew in effect tonight in Escambia County. Damage assessments begin in the morning before we know the full extent of what Dennis has brought. In Pensacola, I'm Bob Keeling, NBC News.
All right, let's get right to SkyTrack meteorologist Brent Cameron, who's been tracking the hurricane's path. What do you have for us, Brent?
Well, of course, this hurricane living up to its billing as a real menace, making landfall almost 4 hours ago, coming ashore local time at about 2:25 with top winds 120 miles per hour. And that's a bargain because there was a time earlier today in which it was at Category 4 strength. So it did weaken just prior to landfall. And look at all the rain still wrapped around this storm center. It's now a Category 1 hurricane. So already since it's come over land, it has weakened considerably. All the rain wrapping around this entire area and the heavy winds as well. We'll start to feel some of the effects and see some of the effects from Dennis as we go through tonight and also tomorrow. Already, if you step outside, you can see kind of a few high clouds as a result of this tropical system. Well, it's going to go into a tropical storm and tropical depression mode as it continues to weaken over the next couple of days. And that will also bring back the chance for some showers, rain showers we haven't talked much about lately, and the threat for some thunderstorms, especially Tuesday into Wednesday. More on that and more on Dennis coming up, Rory.
All right, Brent, thanks. We'll see you in a bit. Well, a team of Hoosiers is driving right through the storm tonight to be among the first to help. Eyewitness News reporter Phil Scott was with members of Indiana Task Force 1 just before they left.
It's early Sunday afternoon. Loading is in full swing about an hour before the 28-member team known as Indiana Task Force 1 pulls out of the staging area near the Indianapolis airport.
What they're doing here is just loading up some of the medical equipment.
The activation phone call came from the Federal Emergency Management Agency around 11 o'clock Sunday morning, giving Task Force 1 members 4 hours to go through a quick medical check and then load gear and people and get moving on their mission to recover victims and find storm survivors.
Going to help is what we're all about.
The containers are packed with tents, food, water, medical gear, anything they'll need to survive, and anything that will help others they find survive.
We'll actually treat them, begin treatment while we're getting them out of the structure, and then once we get them out of the collapsed building, we'll hand them off to the local medical community.
In fact, Nunzi and Moss are going to help make sure anyone their human colleagues can't see will have their best chance to survive.
They're very focused on their jobs. They think it's big fun. They know they're going to get a big reward once they find somebody, so they'll pretty much work all day.
Just where this elite team of emergency responders will wind up isn't yet clear. They're just told to pack and start driving.
Indiana Task Force 1 has been told to head south toward Atlanta, but they expect to get new orders on the way to take them wherever the storm damage is worst.
Going out once a year on a hurricane deployment is what we all train for. So it's exciting for us to go help other people throughout the United States.
They did it last September as Hurricane Isabel hit, and before that, Ground Zero after 9/11, running in to find those who weren't able to run out. Task Force 1 has enough supplies for 10 days. That's plenty to rescue survivors or to fulfill the grim side of their mission to find those who have died and bring some measure of peace to their families. Live in the newsroom, Phil Scott, Channel 13 Eyewitness News.
Phil, thanks. We're also keeping track of 2 Hoosier Red Cross volunteers. Frank Komanowski and Mike Ertel left for Florida early Friday. Today, emergency workers told them to leave their Pensacola hotel and head to a shelter in Molina, about 40 miles to the north.
The Red Cross did not want us in the hotel because it was not a safe structure. We are at a school. And the last count I heard was 620 people are in this shelter. They're in the hallways. Some of them bought their own air mattresses, their own blankets. We came in this morning. We barely made it in here before things started getting bad, and the streets were pretty much deserted, and all the stores were, either boarded up or shut. There was hardly anything open. Well, right where we are now, it's like the rinse cycle and a washing machine. If you if you get the picture, you couldn't even see out the doors. It's just blowing every which way. We're under lockdown right now. No one can leave this building, and there's a curfew on till 7 o'clock in the morning. There's some leaks coming through the roof right now, but everybody's calm and riding it out, so to speak.
Frank Komanowski, a Hoosier volunteer in Florida. Of course, we continue to keep a close eye on Hurricane Dennis and the damage it's leaving behind. Brent will have much more, including your back-to-work forecast, coming up in just a bit. Well, we hope you had a chance to enjoy all the great NASCAR racing this afternoon right here on Channel 13. Sports Director Dave Calabro joins us with the latest from the race up at Chicagoland Speedways. Good race.
Yeah, kind of escape from reality, watching all the hurricane action going on down there. Good evening, everybody. Eric Waxler joins us live in just a minute from Victory Lane at Chicagoland. But first, temperatures over 90 degrees. Today's USG Sheetrock 400 event turned into an endurance race. And Tony Stewart started last, but didn't stay back there very long. Look at him. Midway, points, smoke, muscles his way to 4th place. This is Ryan Newman smacking the wall in lap 189. Newman kept it together, tried to nurse it back to the pits, but Newman can't get it slowed down in time, and he misses the pits and loses track position. There's Jeff Gordon getting bumped by Mike Bliss. The 24 car finished with 18 laps in the finish. He finished 33rd. Dale Earnhardt Jr. takes 2 tires late in the race, and it pays off. He wins it, his first win of the year. Little League went 19 races without a victory, but he gets it done late this afternoon at the Chicagoland Speedway. In fact, Eric Waxler standing by in Victory Lane. He joins us live right now. Eric, good evening from Joliet, Illinois.
Hey there, Dave. Yes, Victory Lane, always a good place to be in right now. It is a great place for Dale Earnhardt Jr. Well, he's had a little bit of an off season trying to get back in that chase for the Cup, and here he is in Victory Lane for the first time this season. He's coming off a good effort at Daytona, but this is really where he wants to be, with a victory. And there's Dale Earnhardt Jr. celebrating with his teammates. The Bud car got a workout today, but it ends up in Victory Lane. Also a good day for Tony Stewart after an eventful weekend where he crashed on Friday during practice, but Tony starts from the back of the pack and ends up finishing 5th. We talked with Tony right after he gets out of the number 20 car.
When you get the car driving good, it helps you save energy and makes it a little less painful to drive. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't the most fun thing to do today. But I feel really good leaving out of here with everything that's happened this weekend with a top 5 finish. That's pretty good credit to the guys.
Yeah, I mean, this was really a taxing weekend for the entire team, but it seems like everybody pulled together, which I guess you're used to right now.
Well, but the most impressive part is that's what it takes to win championships. And if that happens in the last 10-week stretch and we can pull on a top 5 like that in a situation like this, that's what it's going to take.
Tony Stewart said it would be a piece of cake to get up from the back of the field up front. He almost gets all the way, but ends up with a 5th place finish. He took 2 tires late, or 4 tires, I should say, while Dale Earnhardt Jr. takes 2, and the gamble pays off as the celebration and the picture taking continues here in Victory Lane at Chicagoland Speedway. We'll be back a little bit later, hopefully, to talk with Dale Earnhardt Jr., the champion in Chicago. Back to you, Dave.
That's right. In the middle of it all, Eric Waxler covering NASCAR for us today in Joliet, Illinois. Again, stay tuned. He's going to try to talk to Little League live right here on Channel 13 on this special edition. So stay tuned. We'll see what happens. Congratulations to Tony Stewart. Impressive way, starting at the back, finishing
really
5th today. That's an incredible day for him.
All right, we'll see you later on. Thanks, Dave. An Indianapolis woman is under arrest after police say she gave birth at a Tennessee rest stop and then left the baby to die in a trash can. Tennessee detectives say they arrested 21-year-old Carissa Marie Roras of Indianapolis. She is currently in a hospital there, but under arrest on charges for criminal negligent homicide. Investigators say Roras was traveling with a boyfriend and others on their way to South Carolina, stopped at this welcome center right on the state line. A rest stop worker says that the girl was in there for about 30 minutes, and afterward the worker went into the stall and found the baby. Emergency medical crews tried but could not revive the 6.5-pound baby. Officers did later find the vehicle that Roras was in. An autopsy scheduled for today. More charges may follow in this investigation. We'll keep you posted. A new movement among U.S. Catholics gathers steam right here in Indianapolis this weekend.
Catherine of Siena. What a remarkable Irish visit.
The Voice of the Faithful holds its first national convention since its inception 3 years ago. The group founded as a response to the priest abuse scandal. Hundreds from congregations around the country are meeting to discuss ways to make the church more open and accountable. They're also paying tribute to abuse victims with speeches and spiritual support. Well, it was a day at the movies for the Indiana Black Expo on this Sunday. It was a free show at the Madam Walker Theater featuring the independent film Players Ball. This movie marked the producing debut, by the way, for Dale Davis of the Indiana Pacers. If you're looking for a job as well, don't miss the Channel 13 Employment Fair. It is at the Expo this year. More than 100 employers will attend the event. You can first get a head start on the job search at some free employment seminars on Monday, and then on Thursday, learn more about jobs at the Channel 13 Employment Opportunity Fair. It'll begin at 9 a.m. in the 500 Ballroom at the Indiana Convention Center. And don't forget, President Bush plans to visit Indianapolis this coming week to speak at the Indiana Black Expo Summer Celebration. That is according to the White House. They confirmed it on Friday. The president plans to speak at the Expo's corporate luncheon Thursday during just a one-day trip to our city. Much more information about the trip should be released from the White House in the coming days.
New on Eyewitness News at 6 o'clock.
Close call, a near tragedy on the tracks until two men, heroes, rushed in to help. Too many people, too little dollars, a plan to ease overcrowding. And more damage from Dennis. Our coverage as the hurricane moves inland continues after this.
These stories and more still ahead on Eyewitness News at 6 o'clock.
At Champion, we build quality patio rooms in our own factory, we install everything ourselves, and then we stand behind it. Jeez, no wonder we're America's #1 home improvement company. Only Champion makes it this easy for you. Trust Champion with your next project.
All right, here's one. You're stranded on the island. Name 3 things that you want with you.
A beautiful woman, an endless supply of Bud Light, and oh yeah, another beautiful woman. You know?
Hey, Sam! When are you gonna paint the hut?
Not until he builds the raft.
He said he built the raft yesterday.
Girl, he
My mama told me not to get stranded with you.
Oh, I got to work on my fantasies.
Bud Light, great taste for your great times.
Now this is what I'm talking about.
For 100 years, one book has told everyone exactly where to find everything. But some people use a different book. Her book wasn't as up to date, which caused problems. No other book is more complete than the SBC Yellow Pages. For more ads and up-to-date listings, choose the book with SBC on the cover.
Pizza Hut is on a mission to give your family not 1, not 2, but 3 cheeses and a triple explosion of cheese flavor. It's the new 3-cheese stuffed crust pizza from Pizza Hut. 3 melted cheeses inside the crust for a totally new, totally cheesy, earth-shattering flavor. Now there's 3 reasons to eat it backwards. Get a large 1-topping new 3-cheese stuffed crust for only $10.99. 3 cheeses in 1 crust? Mission accomplished. The new 3-cheese stuffed crust pizza from Pizza Hut. Just $10.99. Only when you gather around the good stuff.
Now this was easy. Didn't I tell you? Champion has become America's #1 by giving you the quality, service, and guarantee you deserve. Oh, I forgot to tell you where. Sorry.
Call us, John and Dave, and trust Champion for your easiest home improvement project ever.
Eyewitness News is brought to you in part by Champion Window and Patio Room Company. From Indiana's news leader, Rhori Johnston, Brent Cameron Skytrack Forecast, and Sports with Dick Rea. This is Channel 13 Eyewitness News at 6 o'clock.
Here's a live look in Joliet, Illinois. There is today's NASCAR winner talking to the media at Chicagoland Speedway. Dale Earnhardt Jr. notches his first win of the Nextel season. Matt Kenseth coming in second, Jimmy Johnson in third. A great race you saw right here on Channel 13, and we will hear from him live in just a few minutes, so stay with us for that. All right, other news now. A Zionsville woman died this morning in an accident happened on I-65. Police say 19-year-old Kelly O'Connor's black Toyota was traveling in the southbound lane and apparently lost control. She crossed into the northbound lane near the Lebanon exit, crashed into a blue Buick. O'Connor died instantly. The couple in the Buick, we're told, had minor injuries. The crash shut down northbound traffic all morning. An accident also shut down traffic in Noblesville up on Allisonville Road. An SUV rear-ended a silver minivan traveling in the southbound lane. The impact pushed that minivan into the northbound lane, where it slammed into a red minivan. Medics took the driver of the silver minivan to Methodist Hospital with minor injuries. An Indianapolis man is in custody after police say he murdered his fiancée. Around 4 o'clock this morning, Marion County Sheriff's deputies responded to the city's southwest side and found 42-year-old Barbara Carrico shot in the head. Deputies later arrested 38-year-old Robert Boswell for murder, and were told they recovered a shotgun that is believed to be the murder weapon. The City County Council will determine the best way to deal with the jail overcrowding problem here in Marion County. The Criminal Justice Planning Council proposes spending $12 million to reduce the number of inmates behind bars. As Eyewitness News reporter Roger Harvey explains for us tonight, the plan includes adding more staff and additional courts.
In an effort to reduce overcrowding at the Marion County Jail, a $12 million plan is proposed to end the early release of inmates.
All of these proposals are geared toward moving people through the system quicker, getting the guilty ones to the state prison where they belong, and getting the innocent ones back home.
Mayor Bart Peterson says even though the plan is costly, it is important to address what he calls the #1 public safety concern, making sure criminals are not released early because of overcrowding.
There are an estimated 30,000 jail bookings a year here in Marion County. The goal is to reduce the stay of inmates by 4 days, from an average of 38 days to 34 days.
The $12 million plan would add 2 courts, increase prosecutor and public defender salaries, and reduce the DNA backlog at the crime lab. An increase in the county income tax will pay the costs.
It's the best short-term solution because it gives money across agency lines to combat jail releases in a variety of areas.
The City County Council will determine whether this is the best plan to keep the streets safe. In Indianapolis, Roger Harvey, Channel 13 Eyewitness News.
And we're told Marion County Prosecutor Carl Brizzi voted for the plan, but says more jail beds are needed. Well, is it hot enough for you outside? Beautiful weather again today throughout the weekend, but pretty dry. But Hurricane Dennis will bring many changes our way. Some much needed rain, perhaps. Brent tells us when we'll finally get that rain. Next in the forecast.
Traditionally, its presidential primary has been the entrance ramp on the road to the White House. Today, Indiana Senator Evan Bayh is in New Hampshire, meeting with Democratic Party movers and shakers. And WTHR is right there with him. Is the Hoosier senator laying the groundwork for a 2008 presidential bid? Find out when our political reporter Kevin Rader reports live from New Hampshire tonight at 11 on the Night Beat.
Yep, this is the new sunroom. I'm real happy with their work. My guess is they're a small local company, father and son thing. All I know is I got a great deal and great service. You can just tell when it's a small local company. Got exactly what I wanted.
Small town service, big company support. That's Patio Enclosures Incorporated.
I think the grandmother answers the phone.
Dave, talk about lucky. 325. You hit the trifecta.
You said you've never played the ponies, man. How do you keep picking those numbers?
Great wings.
I don't know. They just kind of come to me.
Live harness racing, July through October. The
Besides the peace of mind AAA membership gives you, get even more. Up to 30% instant discounts from dozens of area businesses when you show your card and save. Auto repair, restaurants, goods and services, attractions, lodging, and more. And visit AAA for travel, too. Not a member? Join today. Members, don't forget to renew.
AAA gives you more, 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 more every day.
Every month, True Value has some pretty exciting bargains. That being said, you might want to wait until we're open.
Morning, bud. Morning.
Hurry into True Value for these great bargains of the month. A 16-inch table or stand fan, your choice, now $11.88. And register to win a Brickyard 400 racing and dinner package. See participating stores for details.
Welcome back. Take a look. Don't be a menace, Dennis. Those are the signs folks posted in Florida. And the Category 3 storm when it hit, we're told, at about 2 o'clock our time today, the Florida Panhandle. You see some of the damage, some of the high winds and waters. It is now a Category 1 storm. And Brent Cameron joins us once again to talk a little bit more about the storm's path and impact.
And of course, the impact is going to be on travel tomorrow, even into Tuesday, it looks like, Rory. So if you have any travel plans, I don't know if you do or not, into the southern states, you know, you're going to want to call ahead for sure. As a result of Dennis, may affect you in a couple different ways. It was likely going to affect us in a good way here across Indiana, though. We will see some pretty impressive results from this storm in time. But right now, really, the storm not affecting us at all. We are seeing a pleasant day outside, and this is a live look at White River State Park, including the beautiful scenes there near the outdoor amphitheater. A lot of folks under some sunshine and listening to the Big Summer Classic with lots of music there. And that's going to continue into the evening. It looks like a lot of folks are enjoying it. Here is a look outside, and what's really interesting here is when you see those high veil of clouds over the capital city, and I point that out because those are blow-off clouds from Hurricane Dennis, which of course made landfall more than 600 miles away, and a real true testament to the strength and far-reaching effects of these hurricanes when we are now seeing a few signs of those even here in the city of Indianapolis. Well, let's go ahead and talk about what we expect tonight. As we go through the evening, we'll see mostly clear skies at 8 o'clock, even pretty comfortable temperatures, 74 at 10 o'clock this evening. Humidity not too much of a problem. Our official high today, 89 degrees. And the best news of all, dew points have been down in the 50s, so that means we have had the heat, but not necessarily the high humidity to have to tangle with on this midsummer day. Still feels like summer even this hour, 85 degrees. A breeze helps, and we're seeing that now out of the east and southeast at 13 miles per hour. Well, temperatures have been as high as 90 further south around Evansville. We even saw a 90-degree temperature in Columbus, also around Bedford and Bloomington today. And already we're seeing signs of, once again, the clouds beginning to lift northward. And that is, once again, the result of that hurricane, which made landfall this afternoon, very close to Pensacola Beach. And now, of course, we are going to continue to follow the track of this particular system. Right now, tracking further south, a few scattered showers and storms. The threat for tornadoes, it's right now a Category 1 hurricane, as Rory mentioned, scattered thunderstorms and a lot of very active weather out of the southern United States. Things are improving across Florida, but look at the rain shield across most of the southeastern states, including Georgia, and about as far north as Atlanta in terms of the threat for tornadoes. Around here, just some rain chances, especially going into the afternoon, calling for about a 40% chance for the rain. That rain chance will tend to increase Tuesday into Wednesday as we watch the progress of the remnants from Hurricane Dennis. It becomes a tropical storm tonight, then a tropical depression, and then we'll watch as these rain bands tend to work into Illinois and Indiana Tuesday into Wednesday. Some wet weather that's very much needed around here. We'll look for that rain and storm chance as we go into the midweek, and this moisture is not going to leave very rapidly, so that rain chance continues right through Tuesday, Wednesday, even Thursday in your extended forecast. Here's what we look for tonight. Dry conditions, just some high clouds overhead. Tomorrow, looks like clouds will thicken and bring some spotty rain showers, especially by tomorrow night. That rain and storm chance likely right through the midweek. It's going to cool temperatures off a bit too. So that's the good news that we're getting out of Dennis. A lot better news than a lot of other folks.
No kidding. We'll take it. All right, Brent, thanks. Dave Calabro's back with us to talk about the big race today.
Yeah, an exciting finish once again for NASCAR up at the Chicagoland Speedway. Eric Waxer standing by live. He has a special guest joining him in just a minute. Bet you can't guess who it is, huh? We'll be right back after this.
Oval pools.
Round pools.
The biggest selection.
The lowest prices.
It's Watson's Summer Extravaganza Sale.
Big savings. 24-foot pool package now only $14.99 complete, and that's installed. 12 months, same as cash.
Discounted Cal Spas and Viking Spas as low as $19.99. Famous brand name wicker furniture, as well as cast aluminum and wrought iron at special savings.
Save on pool accessories, toys, and pool chemicals.
That's Watson's
Summer Extravaganza Sale.
Tuesdays this summer on NBC, you are invited to feel the love.
Oh, hey, I will put him through a wall.
To experience the passion of Average Joe.
Did he just kiss him? Yeah, he did, and it was great.
And the friendly competition on I Wanna Be a Hilton.
I simply cannot stand the woman. I simply don't want anything to do with her, and I simply want her dead.
Average Joe, the Joe Strike Back, and I Wanna Be a Hilton. Feel the love. All new 8/7 Central, NBC Tuesdays.
Where can you shop for over 10,000 new and used cars all in one place? At Indiatos.com. With a single click at Indiatos.com, you can shop by price, shop by payment, shop by zip code, even shop by local dealers. No need to drive all over town to find the right car at the right price. Park yourself here. Indiatos.com. It's like finding a car lot the size of Central Indiana.
Rust & Moon Outfitters started with a few simple ideas: the right brands, the right gear, fair pricing, and great customer service. From canoes to kayaks and backpacks to hiking boots, sandals to travel apparel, we've got it all. All of us at Rust & Moon have been involved with the outdoors most of our professional lives. We know what gear works and we know how to use it. Let us outfit you for your next outdoor adventure. We're ready to answer your questions and help you find the gear you need. Visit us in Broderville, just off the Monon Trail. Oh yeah, and bring your dogs too.
Now, Eyewitness Sports.
Hey, good evening, everybody. We're 4 weeks away from the Allstate 400 at the Brickyard, and today the drivers battled the Chicagoland Speedway. Eric Waxer is going to join us live in just a minute, but first, some key highlights from the race today that you watched right here on Channel 13, the Sheetrock 400. Tony Stewart started last, but look at this, middle of the race, he's up to 4th. Ryan Newman started up front, but guess what? He had some bad luck. Oops, that's the wall, lap 189 as he slaps it. And how about Newman? He keeps it together, but then misses the pits. He finishes 29th. Jeff Gordon's frustrating season continues. Mike Bliss gives him a bump right there. Bliss bumps the 24 car. Gordon finishes 33rd today. Dale Earnhardt Jr. takes 2 tires late in the race, and it pays off. There he is, Little E, his first win of the year. He went 19 races without a victory, but Dale Earnhardt Jr. burning him out and celebrating at the Chicagoland Speedway. Here's how they finished today. There's the top 5 for you. Little E, Matt Kenseth, Jimmy Johnson, the points leader. He's set 3rd. Vickers 4th. Look at Tony Stewart, starts last, finishing 5th today. What about Ryan Newman from South Bend, Indiana? Oops, 29th. And Jeff Gordon struggling, 33rd, a very disappointing finish for him today. Let's go live right now to Chicagoland Speedway. Standing by in Victor Lane is Eric Waxer with the very latest live from Chicagoland. Eric?
Hi there, Dave. Believe it or not, there's actually a lot of people here in Victory Lane drinking Bud. You go figure, right? They're all happy to see Dale Earnhardt Jr. in that Bud car get to Victory Lane for the first time this season. Last weekend, in that late night race at Daytona, he had a 7th place finish, and after some really rough finishes, they hoped that was the beginning of a turnaround. And well, today, I think it's safe to say it is a 1st place finish here at Chicagoland Speedway. On the broadcast, they made it seem like you were just doing it just so you could lead a couple laps. Did they think you could hold everybody off to the end?
I don't know if anybody did. I don't even think I did, but I'm just going to hammer down and see how far out there I can get. And we had an exciting race. Me and Scott Wimmer had a heck of a battle for the lead there, half a lap or two, and had enough to get going there.
Yes, he did have enough. He pitted late. Gambled maybe a little bit, although he says it wasn't a gamble. He took 2 tires while other cars, including Tony Stewart, take 4, and it pays off as Dale Earnhardt Jr. is able to hold everybody off until the end, and he ends up with a win here. And as things progress toward that chase for the Cup, he moves up from 16th to 13th, and he's now 91 points out of being included in that chase for the Cup. And Dave, a lot of people say they can't imagine the chase for the Cup without Dale Earnhardt Jr. Well, maybe he's making a late push to be a part of it. We'll be back live, hopefully in just a little bit, with Dale Jr. live, so stand by for that. Back to you.
All right, keep working it. Victory Lane, Eric Waxer, appreciate the hustle today. You NASCAR fans, stay with us. More coverage from Eric coming up in just a bit. Champ Car World Series racing in Canada today. Paul Tracy tried to add to his 1-point series lead on Sebastian Bourdais. Lap 34 of the Molson Indy race, and here's the Canadian. Tracy in for a little service. Watch him go charging out, and he tangles with Bourdais. Oops, they fight for the lead while leaving the pits. Bourdais finishes 5th. Tracy was 16th in this race. Go to lap 80 now. Watch this battle for second place. A.J. Allmendinger comes through the corner hot into the tire barrier. Bad spot to be stopped. Watch this. Mario Dominguez comes cruising through, and he cannot get around him. Bam, there's the crash. And Justin Wilson goes on to win this. He grabs his first ever win in Champ Car Racing, just the second year he's been in that series. Well, pretty day to be outside. The Indians took the field one last time before the All-Star break. The Tribe after their 5th consecutive win. Tribe hosting the Durham Bulls this afternoon. Lazy day to fans hanging out. Oh, does that look fun? Victory Field. Bottom of the first inning. Indians at bat. 2 out. Graham Kuntz with the routine grounder, but oops. The third baseman was, he was being a little lazy today. Chris Duffy comes motoring all the way from second. 1-0 Indians. Very next batter, Brad Eldred continues his hot hitting. He blasts a 3-run shot to left. Who's going to get the freebie? Indians up 4-0 at this point. We go to the 4th. Durham continues with their charitable efforts. That's a wild pitch. It brings home another freebie run. The Indians end up winning today. Ty Whittington hit a grand slam home run in the 9th inning. The Tribe win it 9-5. Your final score. Tour de France. Finish line still 2 weeks away. So Lance Armstrong content to give up the lead today on the 9th stage. Armstrong chasing his 7th consecutive title. And right now he's 3rd overall, 2 minutes behind the leader, Jens Voigt. Michael Rasmussen wins today. The riders take a break tomorrow before they start cranking again towards the finish line in Paris. Again, that is 2 weeks away. Finally tonight, check it out. How about this for your Major League debut? Hey, look, Mom, I'm in the pros. This is the Cubs' Adam Greenberg at the plate. Oh, the very first pitch in the majors, and he takes one to the noggin. Oh, that hurts, but Greenberg shook it off. He's okay. Cubs won the game, but guess what? Cubs beat the Marlins again today, 9-2 the final score. They get the 3-game sweep. Poor kid got hit right in the head. He's going to be just fine.
He is. All right, he's lucky. We're back with much more right after this. Stay with us.
My dentures are the best thing I've spent my money on the last year, and my health is a whole lot better.
I'm so glad I called ComDent. I can smile again.
Call 1-866-COMDENT. Call 1-866-COMDENT.
I can help you feel better about yourself. Call ComDent today for a free consultation.
It's never too late for a healthy smile.
They're coming from all over.
For a healthy smile. Woo!
If you're looking for something really special, at Hoffmeister Personal Jewelers, you'll find great ideas. Whether it's the perfect diamond, fine watch, or stunning piece of custom jewelry, at Hoffmeister's, you'll find an unmatched selection. And the best news? It's affordable. It's all here, waiting for you. Come in and find out what so many others are experiencing. That after 30 years, at Hoffmeister Personal Jewelers, everything we do is designed to serve you.
Where can you shop for over 10,000 new and used cars all in one place? At Indianapolis.com. With a single click at Indianapolis.com, you can shop by price, shop by payment, shop by zip code, even shop by local dealers. No need to drive all over town to find the right car at the right price. Park yourself here. Indianapolis.com. It's like finding a car lot the size of Central Indiana.
Yep, this is the new sunroom. I'm real happy with their work. My guess is they're a small local company, father and son thing. All I know is I got a great deal and great service. You can just tell when it's a small local company. Got exactly what I wanted.
Small town service, big company support. That's Patio Enclosures Incorporated.
I think the grandmother answers the phone.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to this special hour-long edition of Eyewitness News. Just 10 months ago, people living in the Florida Panhandle suffered through the devastation from Hurricane Ivan. Today, they braced for a storm named Dennis. The hurricane slammed ashore just east of Pensacola, Florida, about 2 o'clock this afternoon. At the time, it was a strong Category 3 system. NBC's Dave Calabro has the latest on the damage from Gulf Shores, Alabama.
Even before landfall, there were clear signs that this would be a very powerful storm. In Gulf Shores, Alabama, waves were cresting at 12 to 15 feet, pounding beachfront homes and tossing debris into the streets. In Fort Walton Beach, Florida, boats were slapped by the surf as the water poured across this pier and continued to rise. And in Panama City, there were signs of damage from the start. A shattered hut and twisted toys were pushed by the winds and waves.
I think we may have dodged the bullet. We had it last year.
While these areas did miss a direct hit, there is no question they will still show the effects of Hurricane Dennis for weeks and months to come. Dave Calabro, NBC News, Foley, Alabama.
And we will have much more on Hurricane Dennis tonight at 10 on the SkyTrack Weather Network and at 11 on the Night Beat right here on Channel 13. And by the way, NASA officials say the hurricane's path will not affect this week's shuttle launch. The crew of the Space Shuttle Discovery arrived at the Kennedy Space Center yesterday to make final preparations for Wednesday's launch. Crew members have a series of training operations to go through, along with a strict sleep schedule, of course, until the launch. A Wyoming man is thanking two Hoosiers for his life tonight. 42-year-old Tim Hammer was in Parker City visiting relatives when he had a close encounter with a fast-moving train. Eyewitness News reporter Natalie Holzer shows us about the rescue and the survivor's history with near-death encounters.
Tim Hammer is in a unique position.
Paraplegic.
He rolls through life and narrowly escapes death.
The bells have started ringing and
the train lights go off, and
I came up on the railroad track and
a wheel got stuck in there and he tipped over, and
I said, uh-oh, there's a train.
Once the arms went down, Dave and Jerry said there were only seconds to get Tim off the tracks.
I just took off running and Jerry was right behind me.
We grabbed him and pulled him off the rails.
The men made it, but
you can see right there what it did to my chair. I consider them heroes because they saved my life.
Everybody says that we are, but we were just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Divine intervention, I would say.
Someone up there is looking after me.
Especially, he says, when he considers what happened in 1986.
19 years later, after I broke my back, this happened. To the day. Almost to the hour. July 7th is not my day.
His mom said that next year he's staying home. I don't know.
Yes, every July 7th, I think we better keep a good eye on this boy.
Because next year, Jerry Hale and Dave Bragg might not be just across the tracks, ready to pull Tim Hammer out of death's way. In Parker City, Natalie Holzer, Channel 13 Eyewitness News.
Tim Hammer says he was crossing the tracks on his way to church to help his mother get ready for an annual reunion, high school reunion. He grew up in Parker City, says he crossed the tracks many times before without any problems. All right, let's break from the news, get you right up to Joliet, Illinois, Chicagoland Speedway. Once again, Eric Waxler standing by live. What's going on, Eric?
Hey there, Roy. The picture taking continues. Dale Earnhardt Jr. actually posing with all the photographers that snap his picture as he celebrates this win here at Chicagoland Speedway. And he's obviously a happy guy. He's had a rough season trying to fight his way back to the points chase, but it doesn't appear that the drought will continue as he gets a victory here at Chicagoland Speedway. Had a rough effort earlier this season at some of the races, but now here he is in victory lane at Chicagoland Speedway. We're hoping to get him live, but has other obligations, so we'll have to wait till the 13 Sports Jam to hear a little bit more from him. So we'll throw it back to you in Indianapolis. Dale Earnhardt Jr., big winner here.
Yeah, no doubt a happy man. All right, we'll look forward to that tonight. Thanks, Eric. Well, it is just a matter of time before what's left of Hurricane Dennis has an impact on our weather. That's right, much needed rain is on the way. Brent has details coming up next.
At Buddy's Carpet, we're opening large, bright, new, beautiful stores with grand opening discounts everywhere. Save 25, 30, 40, even 50%. Hurry!
Oval pools,
Round pools.
the biggest selection.
The lowest prices.
It's Watson's Summer Extravaganza Sale.
Big savings. 24-foot pool package now only $14.99 complete, and that's installed. 12 months, same as cash.
Discounted Cal Spas and Viking Spas as low as $19.99. Famous brand name Wicker Furniture, as well as cast aluminum and wrought iron at special savings.
Save on pool accessories, toys, and pool chemicals.
That's Watson's
Summer Extravaganza Sale.
Now you have a choice in fitness. Cardinal Fitness is now offering 2 for the price of 1 initial joining fees. See club for details. Make the choice to get fit. Start today. Visit WTHR.com and click Ask an Expert.
Monday at 6. 13 investigates confidential health and financial information left out for anyone to see.
Might as well lay your purse and wallet down on the ground, I guess.
This is what 13 investigator Sandra Chapman discovered in a parking garage.
People have seen these records for 24 hours sitting here in this public garage.
Why are financial documents, healthcare, and billing records sitting out in the open? 13 investigates. Records at risk. Monday at 6 on Eyewitness News.
Home Safe Homes is dedicated to helping you create a safe space where your child can learn, explore, and grow. Is your home child-proof? Take the Baby Safe quiz at WTHR.com. Ask an expert. Home Safe Homes. Your child's safety is our business.
I felt so much more confident about myself than what I did before.
I called ComDent. The price was right, and it was the best thing I've ever done.
Call 1-866-COM-DENT. Call 1-866-COM-DENT.
I can help you through